Well, hello there, and welcome to Raven Skysong's Minecraft World. I'm going to be giving you guys a quick, down and dirty guide to how to light things up. Now, most of us, we just do torch, and we do torch, and that doesn't really work. Okay. There, now it's nighttime. So torches are nice, and they do keep mobs away, but it does take quite a lot of them. And if you want an area lit up, and you don't want it to be obvious, and you don't want your house covered in torches, there's a few things you can do. And this isn't really for brand new players, because obviously you won't have a lot of glowstone or redstone or trapdoors. But especially if you're on MCMO servers, or creative servers, or whatever, torches just don't cut it. They look nice, they look okay. Now, a lot of stuff like what you'll see are lampposts. You see a lot of this where people just put a glowstone on top, and then they'll put a slab, and then they'll do trapdoors all around it. And there, you have a lamp. That's a little blocky for my likings. It does the job. It's a little obvious. You can also do redstone and put just a switch on top. Again, it's a little obvious. People will, have them come out and put the glowstone under here, and again do fences. And again, I don't really like that. It's just such an obvious square. Just so, you don't need one more square in your build. You just don't need another square. We don't like squares. Well, we do like squares. We love squares. What am I talking about? But it's excessive. Now, there's a few things you can do, and you gotta play around and figure out what blocks will block lights and what blocks won't block. Block light. My favorite is probably the pistons. You don't need a sticky piston. Any piston will work. And I like leaves. So what we do is we come over here, and you do your little hole, and you do another hole, and you do your glowstone, and then you do your piston, and you still have the light. And of course you can do it one step lower than the piston, then the leaves. So that's what I usually do, is I have something like a tree, and I'll have the glowstone under a tree, like that. If you have stone or iron or something in the floor, you can blend in the piston pretty easily, because a lot of people, they see a piston and they don't quite, they don't always know what this is, and you can make it into patterns and stuff if it would work right. Now, another thing you can do is things like redstone. That looks pretty good, it's redstone. You can always hide these things under trapdoors. You can put trapdoors over them. You can do glowstone, then leaves, then a trapdoor. Or you can do a trapdoor on top of the glowstone. And then you have it's just right down there. And nobody will care. And you can put your leaves on top of it, and you can kind of see the glowstone down there. But again, it's kind of sneaky, and it doesn't show up that much. And you can do torch. I do this a lot, actually, is I put a torch down there, and then I have my leaves, and I'll have like a little tree, like a little potted plant, like bam, I am a potted plant. Now, probably one of my favorite lighting methods that a lot of people overlook is the jack-o'-lantern. This is great, and it works underwater. The jack-o'-lantern is, if you don't have access to glowstone, if you don't have glowstone, just get pumpkins. Pumpkins can be hard to get too, but I generally find that I find pumpkins before I can get into the nether and get glowstone. So you take your pumpkin and you put it in here, and then you can do your, oops, that's too high, but like a pumpkin, and you can do the piston. I really don't get set up very well to do that. You know, you can have your piston there. And this will blend in with the wood floor pretty easily. But I do jack-o'-lantern. Oh, that's the problem. I don't have a block down there. Okay. That's why. Okay. I do leaves. The orange underneath the green looks pretty cool. And also trapdoors. This one's a little more obvious. You can put glass over it. You can probably put the new stained glasses over it. You can take this and we can take an orange glass and put the orange glass under there. It does become a little obvious depending on your texture pack, but sometimes with your texture packs it will be completely not obvious. And with cobwebs that doesn't really work, but I've done that and people, they go like, ooh, pretty light, and then they fall into the cobweb and get stuck. So that's actually kind of fun to do, get people stuck in cobwebs. But now there's one more way to do this that is pretty cool. If you want to hide your lighting, you can use the new carpet. You can use your jack-o'-lantern, and you can put carpet over it, and you can use glowstone and put carpet over it. The block of carpet that's over the glowstone can sometimes be like a tiny shade lighter, like teensy bit, but sometimes that's just because of the texture. And I believe that's the main bit. I also use stairs. And you take your staircase and you put a stair. Well, first put the glowstone. And you can do a stair and a stair. Now the problem with this is if you put another thing on top, you get really weird lighting. But you can put a trapdoor on here if she's there. See? Not obvious at all. Well, okay, so it's a little obvious. But, you know, you can do a lot of lightings. I recommend the piston. I recommend the normal piston with a wood floor. And nobody will notice or care. I use it a lot in my cities. Like, I'll just have glowstone hidden away and it'll cast lighting that people don't see. And then you'll have your lighting and no one will know where the lighting is from. But it's just, you know, having torches all over the place is like, yeah, that's lovely. That's really great. I definitely prefer the less used methods of lighting rather than making the standard ones. So that's pretty much everything. Yeah, carpets. Oh, I was so happy when they did carpets. Just so happy. I can just put carpet down and nobody ever sees my glowstone. Just carpet. And pistons. You can do, like, I love doing, oh, come on, there. And you put your carpet on top of the piston so that it's not green. You could probably do that, see, that's what you do to hide the, like, so, glowstone, oh, how did I, there. Carpet, there. But, you know, if you can cover the glowstone with carpet too, so you might as well just cover the glowstone, but, you know, play with it, see what, this is actually kind of cool area now. Whee! Okay, so I'll leave you guys with that, and this is Raven Skysong trying to make her first YouTube video and not completely fail, which she did, but that's okay.